and how did you start your studio?
The studio actually started in 2006 when I quit working for other designers. That's what I did for 3 years. So for 3 years I worked for other designers. I had 3 experiences, and then I started my own studio. But at that time I was already having my first objects in production. I started also when working by myself, also while working for other designers. But officially the studio started in 2006 when I had the chance, money-wise, to afford the opening, so I did it.
Alright. What is your vision for the studio in general?
My idea is that the studio should be a place where we not just design and think about the future of goods and things, but we also create a sort of environment in which people are feeling safe, feeling at home, feeling that we are humans before being professionals. So to me, guys working for me are like sons. So we eat together, we stay together, sometimes we go out together. So sometimes to me it's just taking care of persons. So this is the first meaning of the studio. The second is looking for making things that make sense. And when I say make sense, I mean very different things that I made in my mind. The way you get to the end. So it's not, like teletransportation. You can move from the start to the end of the project, but it's the way you get there. So the tree that makes the object have this sort of characteristic.
How do you manage your studio to achieve these goals, these visions?
It's complicated because there's not. I don't think that there can be a method. You can just avoid the opposite. That is easier. So sometimes when the way we are taking is getting rude, or I don't know, not too delicate, not enough, or it becomes too expressive, too full of signs, or it gets rough. Or I try just to avoid, to change it. So we change a lot our mind many times. So I keep changing my mind because sometimes the easiest solution is not the right one. So we always try to face what you're doing in a way that is questioning ourselves. The things that we've been doing are okay. So questioning is one good synonym of being a designer. You keep questioning about what you're doing, what you did, what you're going to do. And it's the only ethic way to practice design discipline.
Yeah. How did you form the group? How did you choose them?
It's a complicated way. Because I look at portfolios. Sometimes these guys that come for an intern and that stay in there, but it's always starting from the portfolio to me. Then from the portfolio you can understand many things if there's a passion, for example. If a guy arrives at the end of the university without taking part to any competition of design, he's not passionate, he's just doing it like a job. So this is not a job, this is much more than a job. So for example, I really don't take in consideration CVs or portfolios of guys that didn't take part to any competition while they were studying. To me, it's a sign of a sort of laziness. Then I tend to meet them, understand, feel, basically, look them in the eyes. I understand if, but I have a couple of ways to understand if it's okay. And one is, would they go out for a pizza or in a vacation with this guy? Because I'm going to spend a lot of time with this person, so I like them to be, to have something that makes me think that we could get to be friends. And this to me is really important, and I try to understand it in interviews. Recently I started also to have short periods to test them, like So 1 month in which they work in the studio and understand if that's the right feeling. Because sometimes I was wrong, so I'm trying to be deeper in this examination, let's say call it, and so usually it's like this.
How do you balance your time between work and your personal life?
I'm always late in both of the fields. Running, basically. One good thing is that my house is really close to my studio, so it's 100 meters.
Oh.
So by walk, it's really quick. But it's not enough because my children, my wife, obviously are demanding, want me to stay, to spend time with them, and I try to do the best. Then when I met my wife, she helped me to come out from this workaholic approach, able to free time for my family. So I started to rethink my approach to design like something that is still my job and not my life.
If there's one problem in the world that you want to fix, what would it be?
I don't know, the food in Philippines. Joking. Thank you.